Hello, Gemini. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Muse Tarot by Chris Ann, Supportive Oracle Cards, Magical Spell Cards by Lucy Cavendish. Very much addicted to this deck. Both Hay House products. I know Lucy has her own website. I don't know what it is off the top of my head. But if you search her out, you'll find that. Also, if you search both of these out, you should find that they're both Hay House products. So if you're looking for Hay House, I'm sure Hay House has a lot of decks if you're looking for them. Or other occult items. Things like calendars and all the other good stuff. Alright, are we good? We're good. Let's see what we have for Gemini. Okay, I think we're good with that deck. That's face down, so... Okay. Do we like what's good? Okay. The situation you're dealing with, it does need to change. It's not accepting it. That's my first thought. So you got the Death card as the challenge in this situation. It's not accepting it. It does need to change. What they're giving to you is your challenge card is actually the Seven of Swords. They're saying don't give up. Hold back, pause, wait for your moment, but don't give up. You know what I mean? If you have to kind of step out for a moment, kind of all right, they're being a little bit much. I'm just going to step away for a small period, then that's okay. That makes sense. Just don't kind of be like, all right, that's too much, and just kind of leave it and go away completely. Don't completely abandon this, because your opportunity is coming. The reason you're a part of this is to help facilitate or get this to happen, to kind of support this and kind of no, this needs to happen. Because even if you're not one of those people who has the ability to say this is what we need to do, or make that decision, even if you're not that decision-making person, you're a very strong support, and you might really need to be there to really help move it forward in a direction it should go, rather than just the default direction, if that makes sense. There's going to be possibilities out there. Whoever's making the decision needs to know about. They're not going to see it unless you're there to point it out and be like, I know you're going down this way and you think that's the best way to do for the change, but if you go that way, this is what I've seen, and you got these other options over here, which is more to your liking. And you might need to be that voice, kind of hey, before you go that way, did you know this is over here? Maybe you want to go over this way. Because whoever this is or whatever's going on here, it's fighting the change. And I feel like one of the reasons you might just kind of be like, never mind, and walk away, is because you don't really feel heard right now. Your moment hasn't come forward, but it will come forward, is what they're saying. Your voice needs to be heard. Your voice is needed. If you just disconnect, I just feel like you're just not going to connect to it in the sense, when it comes forward and they're all right, what do you think, Gemini? You're going to be like, oh, I gave up on that a while ago. Because when you disconnect, you're not even looking at possibilities. That's the thing. You're like, this subject isn't working for me, so I'm going to go over here where I can do something. I'm not going to waste my time with that. So you're not even going to pay attention to it. So there's going to be a lot of possibilities that you're just going to be like, who cares? And then when they finally say, what do you think? You're like, well, I don't know, because I walked away from that subject because nobody was listening to me, and I went and did something that was more important to me. It reminds me of when I was younger, especially in my teenage years, when you have a bunch of people around and nobody's listening to you. So you're like, well, since nobody's listening to me, I'd rather go and hang out outside or go sledding with my friends. So I'm going to go sledding with my friends. Meanwhile, while you weren't there, all these things happened, and you don't know what's going on because you went and did something else that was fun. That's what they're saying. Don't completely disconnect. If you want to temporarily walk away for an hour or two, for example, then come back and keep engaged and keep absorbing the information so you have something to say. You can be like, well, this is over here, just so you know, I saw that. Your moment is coming forward. You may not realize how much of an impact you're going to have because the magician comes forward later for you in the new beginnings. You will have a very strong impact. I just feel like you don't trust this information to listen to you. And it's kind of like, I'm not going to bother. If they're not going to listen to me, why would I bother? they are going to listen to you. You just don't realize it. For some reason, there's a weird energy here where this energy does listen to you. They just don't want you to know that they listen to you. I don't know. It could be a control thing. I don't know. Because it feels like a lot of times you deal with this energy, whether it be a person or whatever it is you're dealing with, and it doesn't want you to know that you have an effect. Because I feel like it looks like there's like almost like a gate in front of you, and you're kind of like banging on the gate, kind of like, listen to me, and it's like the gate is locked and nobody's there. You're like, I'm just yelling at a gate for no reason, or I'm arguing with a brick wall. Nothing's happening here. You are making an impact, though. You are being heard. It's almost like you're yelling at the gate or the brick wall. You don't see anybody there, but they're kind of hidden behind the pillar, and they're listening to every word you say. Keep that in mind if you get frustrated, too. They're listening to everything you say. So even if you get frustrated, they're hearing it. Word to the wise. You know how that goes. Don't we all know how that goes? You think nobody's listening, and then you say something a little off color, and they're like, what? What'd you say? Who? That's going on here. Keep that in mind. This is also a very stubborn energy. They keep you in the cold, but they are listening. It might be a control thing. I'm definitely getting that. I don't know. It just might be how they run things. Because if they're doing it to you, you're probably not the only one they do it to. The Five of Pentacles the Muse of Pentacles is like the King of Pentacles. This deck just shows it this way to like show that like, you know, it's not dependent on gender. When I read the Queen and King as equals. So it's just saying it doesn't matter anybody's gender, but whoever this is, they keep you in the cold. They don't want you to know the effect you have on them, but in truth, they really do value you. They do. But I feel like you might question that. Like, do they really, though? Do they really? Because I don't think they're listening to me. Yeah, they do. They got the Knight of Cups here. They do very much care and believe in you, but they don't want you to know the effect you're having. There might be a couple of reasons for that. Because there's other people around that they do not like. This reminds me of, like, I haven't worked in a corporate environment like this in a long time, but it's kind of like when somebody actually is quite sympathetic to you and believes in you, but if they let that be known, other people start to whine and cry, oh, that's favoritism, oh, you just like that person, oh, blah, blah, you know what I mean? They don't want any of that crap. So they play it very close to their chest when they listen to somebody or when they believe in somebody. They really do pay attention. They're just leaving you in the cold about it. And you just seem to not only are they leaving you in the cold about it, you're like, yeah, but I don't think they listen to me at all. They do. But they're very careful about how they play this. Less is more with this energy. That also is very helpful. Keep absorbing the information. And then be very selective about what you push forward. Less is more. So you know what I mean? If you're seeing a rainbow of possibilities, just highlight the colors that you like the best. And highlight the most important parts of those colors. That's all that means. You might see a rainbow of possibilities, just give the ones that you like and the most important parts of those. That's it. That's all. That's all. You can do that. I know you can. You may get excited and want to do more. Just trust it. You are being heard. You are. Just somebody's asking for your opinion. Say what you like. Don't give the rainbow. Give those colors you like and the most important part. That's it. There's nothing wrong with that. Just do it that way. They're just asking for your opinion, so they can't hang it on you, whatever they decide. But, you know, you can angle it to your benefit. Again, you're helping create this new beginning. Might as well be the way you like it. Might as well be to your advantage, you know? Yeah, I know you can see a lot of possibilities, and you can see a lot of these things going far in a good way. But still, just because you can see a rainbow of possibilities, again, pick your favorite colors, highlight those, and just the most important part. You are having an effect. I feel like that's what they're trying to say. You really are. What's this? This is the surprise. Oh, more is coming forward. One of the reasons you're having an effect is because something has to change. Something went wrong. This Three of Swords has nothing to do with you. In the sense of like what went wrong is not your fault. That's what that means. Where it does affect you is like you're giving ideas and inspiration to fix it, and something needs to happen fairly quickly. They can't sit around forever and just think about things. They need good information, they need good ideas, and they need them now when they're ready. They're dragging their feet. They don't want to accept the change. When they finally accept it, it's kind of like it's a little late. So they have to really start moving their butt to make those changes fairly quickly. They're not going to want to, but they need to. They're going to try to do it on their terms, but they need ideas quick. They need good ideas from smart people. You're that good idea, smart person. That's what you are. And they need to decide somebody they have confidence in. Whoever this is, they're going to remember you when things go right. Because you had the ideas, you had the information. Again, less is more. Your favorite colors, the highlights, the strongest parts of those colors. Stick with that. You will be remembered for this. They're just saying, just realize you are making an impact. You will be remembered down the road for this in a good way. And the energy just kind of went, that's it. We're good. All right, I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4. astral@gmail.com. That information's below. Also below is the donation information if you're interested. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a great day.